It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Seahawks and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, isn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run on first down. McQueen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go.
So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, You might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On second down, Carmichael. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Carmichael. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
What's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Andrews. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On 1st down, Carmichael. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being...
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Joseph Osai has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Looking to throw. Andrews. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. And that's complete to Adams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on third down. Gordon. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Second down at 7. Back to throw. Andrews. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. To throw is Andrews on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, Gordon. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Open man is Chase, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Gordon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon over the middle, complete. That's Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Gordon. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Andrews. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's keep going. It's all right.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run on 1st down. McQueen, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. To throw on second down, Gordon. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. To throw on third down, Gordon. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
And I know they'd like to erase that video on those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. On second down now, McQueen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Andrews. And his throw here's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Gordon. And he finds Beasley, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Gordon. He hits Beasley right side. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Carmichael. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good, well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down now, McQueen takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. The Seahawks on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Dio Odengbo, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 1st and 10, Gordon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gordon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Operating from the gun, Gordon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Dallas on the road in our nation's capital. And in the second quarter, it's the football team who are out in front. De'Ami Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Finally, we're out to Atlanta. let's check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. On first down, Gordon. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, Carmichael. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Gordon. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football, while the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people. They certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Gordon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one caught by Beasley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion, Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. On first down, McQueen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dayo Odengbo in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on third down. Gordon. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Andrews. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joseph Osai, and there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Andrews. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down. Gordon. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
To say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gordon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gordon. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Seahawks.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's Andrews on 1st and 10.
Fires this quickly to Tate.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Andrews now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back Back to throw. Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Andrews looking to throw on second down. Johnson's got it complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Looking to throw. Andrews. It's brought in left side by Tate. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Andrews. On 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Back to throw. Andrews. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Gordon. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Gordon. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Andrews on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Andrews. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Andrews. Caught right side, Tate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Andrews.
Another catch for Tate.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here
in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Andrews. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Andrews.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football